Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 2 of Levitated. The scene looks great. Anyways, last episode we started our process of producing mana, and I'm sure today we'll make good use of it. So let's just continue on with the advancements and see where that leads us. I need some hemp, and I think we planted a plant last episode too, right? It's down in here. Are you grown? No, you are not. All right, let me get some bone meal and grow that to complete the advancement. At this point, bone meal is still a little bit difficult to come by because we have to make it through the fluid transformation. And I found that if I use the adjacent puddles for fluid transformation, in fact, even here, oh no, maybe I just didn't throw a bone block there. If I use adjacent puddles, it'll sometimes eat two pieces of the chorus fruit and only give me one bone block out, so that's why they're spread out a little bit. Anyways, let's grow you. Do you grow fully in one piece? That's a great deal. And we'll even replant the seeds for now. Alright, so that gets us hemp, and this turns into string. I assume that's needed to make the engineer's hammer. So we can make a bed, but I'm not going to trust a bed in the end. This has to be a troll. Kind of want to find out. What's a bed take? 3 pieces of the wool. Alright, you know what? I think it's a troll, but I'm willing to be trolled. Let's find out if the bed explodes on us. I don't trust this bed one bit. So I took all my gear off, put all my stuff away so that when I inevitably die... Oh, well, I'm sorry I didn't trust you, bed. You were not going to blow me up, huh? For the next one, we need to make the Clayconia. This can turn sand into clay. I have a guess as to where to get sand, but we're going to work on that in a bit. First, let's make this thing. So the Clayconia requires a rune, if I recall correctly. Indeed. So that requires a runic altar, which is quite easy to make. But it also requires, let's see, we can make these things easily. It's just the mushroom, well, it has to be coal specifically. Can we make coal somehow? Oh yeah, no, duh, there's coal ore in the world. But the mushroom comes from transforming these little guys with a pure daisy. And that turns it into a mushroom. And then with the end being dark, I'm pretty sure we can just grow mushrooms with bone meal anywhere. So I'm going to give this a minute to transform and see if we can grow the big mushrooms, the tall mushrooms. Don't know what the requirements are to grow tall mushrooms, so all I know is that it must be dark. I don't know if this is dark enough. How dark is... Oh, it's completely dark. That should be fine, right? Alright, give me a tall mushroom, please. Hey, that works. So then I think we can... Is it an axe to chop this? And then this can give us more mushroom bits. Next up, the runic altar. So there it is. And then we just have to place that. Where do I want to put it? For now, let's put this right here. Blast some mana at it with the mana pool. Or with the mana spreader from the mana pool. Excuse me, you are in the way. Thank you. And then link the two. So you go to you. Alright, now what all do I need to make that Clayconia in it? 2 light gray, a gray, a cyan. Oh, let's do the rune first. Mana powder, mana steel, stone, block of coal, mushroom. And it's just a matter of placing or throwing all the components onto the altar. What did I do wrong? I forgot to turn the redstone into mana powder first. There we go. You can also right-click the components onto that works just as well. Anyways, was it stone bricks or was it stone? Any stone. Do you have the stone? No. Okay, cool. So it blasts with mana. Takes a little bit of mana to craft, but I think our mana pool is very empty right now, but it doesn't take that much to make runes. Anyways, once that little timer-like thing on the right side fills up, you put your living wrap on it and complete the craft, and that just blew my ears out. But there we have it, our first set of runes. So then we can turn these into Clayconia. Let's see, light gray, gray, cyan. Two of those, one of these, one of those, and a seed. I think I had exactly one seed left over, right? Maybe. I need to get organized. This once again comes from the petal apothecary. Fill it with water. Throw the things and the seed. Uh-oh. Did something wrong. 2 light grays, a regular gray, and a cyan. Doesn't look, that looks right to me. Two light grays, a gray. Oh, that's a light blue. Too complicated, I'm colorblind apparently. Second time's the skipped a bit. Second time's the charm. There we go. Made 2 advancements at once. Fancy. Anyways, this leads into the coke oven. So that needs coke bricks. I think we need the string to make the hammer. But where's coke brick? Here it is. And this just needs the clay comes from the Clayconia. The bricks are also sand, and the sandstone is sand. Geez, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Each sand makes 1 piece of clay. 4 sand, 4 more sand, and 4. So 12 sand for 3. We need times 9. So 3 times 9, 20. Wait, 12 times 9. Sorry, 12 times 9, 90 plus 18, 108 pieces of sand. But where is that going to come from? I can think of one way, and that is squeezing glass. To get glass, we can mine those things, right, with silk touch. Either from a silky jewel, so we have the emerald for that, to put it on our, well, not this pickaxe because it has fortune, but a pickaxe, or we can get the glass cutter. But I'm hoping there's a better way to get sand, because making it that way is going to drive me insane. Ah, here we go. We can turn cobblestone into sand. Okay. That's a lot more sane than breaking 200 pieces of glass, or 100 whatever pieces of glass, because each one of these things only has, like, so much glass in it. Alright, so then, to get cobblestone, is there an easy way for me to turn my stone into cobblestone? In a squeezer? Meh. My efficiency 5 pickaxe is still not enough to insta-mine stone, so I'm going to try making the ring of the mantle with my other rune of earth, and see if that's enough to get us to insta-mining stone. The ring of the mantle gives a haste effect. I think it's even haste 2 when you wear it, but you do need a little bit of mana in your inventory for it to work. So we're going to just take what little mana we have in our mana pool, and set it into that mode to store it into a tablet. Alright, well, we got, see that tiny little bar there? That's our mana. It's not a lot, but it's what we got. And it is enough to insta-mine. That's what I want to see. Oh, it even insta-mines that. Wow, that's great. It does use mana, I believe, to work. So, we're gonna need to improve our mana production pretty soon, but that's basically, you know, very high on our to-do list anyways. It does make this tool faster as well, but this pickaxe is just natively slower, so not quite enough to insta-mine. When we get more upgrades and more redstone, we can put redstone on it to make it faster. But yeah, this lets us get cobblestone relatively easily. I'm gonna have to go mining pretty soon anyways, so I figure may as well put what redstone we have onto this. Is that enough to insta-mine? Still no. But we'll use this to go mining, get some more redstone, get enough lapis to try to get this to fortune 3, and continue from there. Mining is so much more efficient this way now. I'm just blasting through the filler blocks with our pickaxe. Eventually, though, he's gonna break, and by then, hopefully, we've gotten our base pickaxe with enough haste to insta-mine this. But yeah, now it's like, oh, ooh, not big hole. But yeah, we can just blast through all the filler blocks and get the stuff we want. Used about half the durability of our efficiency pick, but I mean, got a lot of iron and stuff. Let's start by upgrading, whoopsies, not in there. Upgrading this to the max level of fortune. Alright, so that's fortune 3. And then let us give it redstone until we can't anymore. There's nothing else. I mean, I guess unbreaking is a nice thing to put on it, but speed to instamine is probably better. Let's give it 2 levels. Is that enough? Still not quite. Give it another one. Do it? Still not quite, but we're getting close. Can we get one more? Not enough modifiers. No, we can't. All right. Well, when we get enough experience, I guess we'll try to put another level on it. Unfortunately, that means we have to continue to use it to slow mine or we have to continue to use this pickaxe to speed mine, or we use our regular one to slow mine. Brand new pickaxe? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So U plus U. We're 7 levels, and it even combines their enchants. Is it better to do it the other way? Nope. All right. So I think this retain. What? It's. Oh, this has the smelting effect on it. Wait, no, I'm using this. Never mind, it's not slower. But it does have smelting, which I guess is not what I wanted. Because the smelting pickaxe means that even if I do this, I get stone back. Whoopsies. Alright, well, I guess I need another haste 5 pickaxe, which I do not have. I'm gonna have to make another pickaxe. So let's try to make the best pickaxe we can for now. If I toss one of these those vines into a mana pool, we get some what's this called? Sugarcane. Toss this in to get some sand. Craft sand into snad. So snad grows sugarcane and cactus on it extra fast. But it might still need to be next to water. Do I still have a little bit of water? That'll do. So if I take you, plant this and that, there we go. So that grows sugarcane faster than normal. If you wanted to grow extra fast, Snad, when it receives a redstone update for some reason, grows a sugarcane on it. So there's no ender isle in this pack, I believe. Oh, there is ender isle. Will we make redstone conduit by chance? Probably not. Can't imagine we can make this stuff yet. We'll do the next best thing then. We'll just do a clock. When you give the Snad redstone pulses like this, we can see it grows extremely quickly. So it's a bit of an awkward clock to use here because it has to be manually started. It's the only clock I can think of that doesn't use nether quartz, which we don't have access to yet. But anyways, this gives us the sugarcane to make into paper, to make into bindings, assuming we can make paper bindings. And now we can make the tool. So this pickaxe will have an extra modifier compared to our first one, and I will try to put all the haste I can on it, which currently not all that much redstone. I might have to go mine more redstone, but I'll put all the haste I can on it to try to get it to the point where it can insta-mine stone and or endstone. It looks like I've hastest my pickaxe, and even now it's not enough to insta-mine this, so oh well, this won't be possible for now. We're still using a very basic pickaxe head. When we get a faster pickaxe head, I think that'll allow us to insta-mine once again. But anyways, I had this brilliant idea while I was mining, and that is that sugar canes, I believe, can be burned by endo flames. Is that correct? Nope, just kidding. I don't have a brilliant idea. I thought this would be furnace fuel. I guess not. We need something else to turn them into furnace fuel. I was just about to say we could use that to power our endo flames, but if sugar cane can't be burned, I guess I'm used to them being burned in Omni Factory, but I guess we can't do that in this pack. Okay. I did see that there is this recipe. Where was it? This recipe to turn it into charcoal, but I don't think we can make a redstone furnace. That's not what? No, not particularly. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to making that coke furnace then. So we place our Clayconia anywhere near a mana pool. It'll automatically link to the pool, and then you just place sand near it, and it'll automatically convert the sand into clay. Nice and balanced. Remember that string we made earlier? That is indeed for the engineer's hammer. Everything else here is for the coke bricks, and that should be enough to make a coke oven. So I'm going to put it over here, We might have to move it later, but spoiler, even if this is an inconvenient place, it's probably not going to end up moved. Because moving it requires mining a lot of blocks. Voila. So this thing, it says it's not for coke. I assume it's meant for charcoal. So let me see what else the coke oven can do. Does it have a uses tab here? It does not. Charcoal. Does it say? Okay, so it can be made in a coke oven. The coke oven is capable of making coke. Doesn't say how long it takes. I assume it's a default amount of time. But let's get some of our wood and see how quickly it makes charcoal. Yeah, we can automate the production of wood with bonsai pots. So this can lead into the automated production of mana. But I want to see how fast or slow the coke oven is. Looks to me like this is running at the default speed for the coke oven, and that is extremely slow. I'm pretty sure one coke oven can maybe feed 1 or 2 endo flames. So we either need a lot of coke ovens or we need something better for mana. But hey, slow automated mana is better than no automated mana, right? Especially when we have the terrestrial agglomeration plate coming up, and this requires half a mana pool for terrestrial, unless that's changed. Let's take a look. Nope, that's half a mana pool. If I'm going to have to automate the coke oven, we're going to have to move items around a lot. And my favorite way of moving items around is the item conduit. So looking at this recipe, I think we're actually very close to be able to make it. The clay and sand we just did, gravel, can be made in a squeezer by jumping on cobblestone, although we can do it slightly easier by making a mechanical squeezer, because then we don't have to jump on it, right? My squeezer automation doesn't seem to work, so yeah, we're gonna instead come up with a way to make the super squeezer, the mechanical squeezer. So, well, as for the pulsating iron, this can be made in a smeltery. So the smeltery also takes a whole lot of gravel. So yeah, gravel automation is the next thing I want to tackle. And then we'll get back to the oak oven thing. All right, so to make the mechanical squeezer, I need to get mineral. So mineral saplings come from throwing a wormwood sapling into the mana pool. So I think I have a spare, couple spares, and hopefully enough mana. But all right, so now I can take this sapling, find somewhere with enough here. I can just, that should fit. Grow it there. It does grow in bonsais, and in fact, I should make a few bonsai pots just for growing wood, so I don't have to like manually pot trees anymore. But then that can get us our mineral to get started in integrated dynamics stuff. And in fact, I believe that was a quest. Making the mechanical squeezer is the easy part. The hard part is powering it. So I looked through as many power options that I could find, and the only one that seems like we can do right now is the kinetic dynamo from Immersive Engineering. This thing can power a water wheel, and I believe we can make water wheels. I didn't see anything, so if I just run this a bit more, right, we can make the water wheel segment, and I think we can do steel. Let me make sure of that. That's made in a coke or a blast furnace, and ooh, can we do blast bricks? Maybe not. No, that requires nether access, so I guess we can't make the dynamo yet. Or at least we can't make the water wheel for the dynamo. Then how do we power this thing? Should have thought about that. Looking at the quests here, power generation isn't available until after we get all of our terra steel and stuff. So I guess I'm chasing a dead end here. Whoopsies. We'll have to do something else then. If we can't use the mechanical squeezer, I'll have to try to fix our, well, I moved our squeezer over there somewhere, but I'll have to make our squeezer work. So I'm thinking, why don't I try to do the same slime-based squeezer automation as I did in like in FTB interactions. For that, I'm going to need some slime, and for that, we're going to need cactus. So cactus, hold on. Hawthorn can turn into cactus, which can then turn into slime balls. To get hawthorn, I think I've seen it before. It grows in this biome out here, right? So from where I am, just head north. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this landing thing too. Just like do spins as you land. Nope, that didn't work. Sometimes it works. But does, yeah, there we go. That gets us some of this. Is this used for anything other than, no, just to turn into a cactus. Toss a piece of that in there to get cactus. The cactus I think is even easier to farm, so it can also grow on snad, and it also grows extremely quickly. And cactus has this convenient thing about it where if you, let's just use this, place a block like that, it automatically harvests it. And then we just have to come pick it up every now and then. So I need a couple blocks of this slime and then we can try to automate our squeezer again. I'm honestly not sure why this type of squeezer automation works, but using the multiple armor stands does it. The trouble with multiple armor stands was that the armor stand wasn't fully resetting, but even when I only used a single armor stand, it wasn't resetting. So all I can guess is that the slime block has some effect to pull the armor stand on the reset. So when you do this, it's able to both reset and push the thing down entirely in one cycle. So for one, this makes an easy way to make cobblestone. But then once it's done with the cobblestone, I can process that through again, and then that'll turn the cobblestone into gravel, and that can do everything the squeezer can do. Now there's one very interesting recipe in here. We can squeeze cactus for water, which means that we can produce water much more easily now because our cactus farm is effectively infinite. Other things in here, it's probably nothing that's terribly interesting. Bone for bone meal, but I guess we don't have a source of bones yet. That's about it. We can make mineral more easily. Alright, so anyways, this seems to be working well enough. So that'll give us our gravel. Maybe right now we can take a second to make a stone farm, or at least a stone generator. I noticed that autonomous... no, they're not called autonomous activators. Mechanical users, there we go. Mechanical users and mechanical miners are a standard cheap recipe. So we can use a pair of these, one of them to well, I might have to use a mechanical user for both of them, but one of them to place stone and one of them to break it with our auto smelt pickaxe, and that'll be a stone generator, just like that. So this mechanical user is on place block mode. This one is on use item on block, left click with the tool, and whoopsies, you go in here. And then all we need is now something to pick up the items and put them back into this user. So, is there an item collector? Vacuum chest? I doubt we can make a vacuum chest. Not without pulsating iron. I guess for now I'll just pick it up by hand until we make our smeltery, and then we can make pulsating iron in that. For now, the world's smallest smeltery will do. So, controller, tank. Oh, we need lava. Wait, how do I get lava? I didn't think about this. I always seem to forget something in my plans. Well, shoot. Is there any way to get blaze? I don't think so. Wait. Burnt barrel. No, I don't think this tree generates. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. There's no lava generating in the end, as far as I know. And none of the lava production methods are things we can do yet. So, that's a dead end. Unless I overlook something. But I will not be completely defeated. We can, at the very least, use our seared brick to make a tool forge, so we can get lumber axes and hammers. That's about all the useful things from here, but yeah, we can get faster, better mining tools. Let's just follow this quest line up on this side and not try to get too cute. Although I do need to automate mana. I did have an idea. So this thing here produces EXP orbs. They don't contain a lot of EXP, but it does produce EXP because... Oh, that was my pickaxe breaking. We need to do something about that too. I was gonna say, this EXP can be used by the Rose Arcana, which can pick up EXP either from a player or from the ground, and use that EXP to convert that EXP to mana. So why don't we try it out? I don't actually know how good it'll be, but we'll find out. First, let's try draining our own EXP. But just by standing next to it, it drains our EXP reasonably quickly, sends it to the mana spreader. It doesn't ever waste any, so if it can't, like if it gets filled, you'll see how it stops draining. For now, that can be a decent way to fill up our mana pool, but it does require us to basically stand here and have EXP. Now there's technically a way for us to farm EXP. If we take, I mean there's a bunch of ways to farm EXP, we just kill the Enderman, but if we do this, every time we throw an Ender Pearl, we get a piece of extraterrestrial matter. That seems to have upset the Enderman. Why did that upset? Oh, because I spawned an Endermite. That's what it was. But extraterrestrial matter can be right-clicked for a little bit of EXP. Yeah, it's not a... This is hardly what I call automation. So we're not going to do that much. I'm going to let this thing drain its mana out, just so we don't waste any. It's empty. But I want to see how much mana does it produce if I just place it like here. Alright, never mind. Another idea of mine falling through. As we can see here, it does very slowly generate mana by taking it from the orbs on the ground. It's too far from our mana pool to actually send it there. I can give it its own mana pool, but just looking at the rate that that goes up it's not going to work. Relative to the rate that it drains mana, like, that's how fast it's capable of generating mana when there's experience around, but this system just doesn't produce enough experience for it to be worth our while. Oh well. It seems I can't get anything to work today, so why don't we just turn that off so I don't break my world by spewing a billion items everywhere, and call things for the day. We'll come back tomorrow. Not try to do anything cute, just make our coke oven work. We'll probably use integrated dynamics and integrated tunnels for that, automate the production of mana, and continue on with the quests instead of trying to deal with me getting clever. You know what, let's do something easy. We need to make feathers, and I think that does look pretty easy. Let's do that just so we can end the day on a high note, because gosh darn it, we failed at a whole lot of things today, and I could use a win right about now. Alright, so throw paper in there to get folded paper or something. Get out of my inventory. And then this stuff, it says we have to right click it on a crafting table. I don't know if a crafting station works. And I guess if you unfold the paper, what do I do with this? Having trouble folding into a plane, look into the tooltips and try messing around in the crafting table. Unfold the paper. I don't understand. Fold the top part down. Put into slot 8. Put into slot 2. 6. 7. 5. And shift right click this. Hey, we got a feather. Alright, the feather is a component in one of the runes, I believe. The rune of air, which is used to make the terrestrial agglomeration plate. But anyways, that is our win for the day. We made a feather. We'll come back next time, continue on with the quest, make Terra Steel, and then get into the proper technology stuff instead of me trying to do this stuff before I do that stuff. So, sorry for all the failures. I hope you guys had fun watching me fail. And we will try to be a bit more productive in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.